Hello and welcome to Dario's Comic School. And yesterday, I think it was a bit more silent, my voice, so I fixed it. And today, I will hit you up and show you Der Beseitiger, the comic I wanted to make after the movie school. So stay with me. I um, might tell you 10 minutes about a big beginner mistake, and that beginner mistake is starting too big or wanting to start with a big graphic novel, and what you should do instead. And that video comes right behind this one, and there we will take a look at one-page comics. So um, I was, how do you call it? I finished my bachelor's degree, and there was no comic school, so I went to movie school. And as you can see here, this is an expose for a movie, and I was working on the set of Mongo Babe. It was um, a movie for TV and television. And while I was on the set of that um, television television movie, I was constantly thinking about doing my own stuff. And this is what my own stuff looked like. I don't know, um, I was kind of thinking about like mafia and all of that good stuff. And um, wait a second. And I was thinking about a guy who is a garbage man, and he may be out of jail or is just a bit older, and like this guy. And this guy is called Klaus, and he's a garbage man in probably his 40s, but is still pretty big. And one night he gets the opportunity in this small German town. There is a heist gone wrong. This Mustafa is kind of like the Turkish killer, and something goes wrong. He gets the chance to grab a money bag and tries to escape. A bit like No Country for Old Men. I don't know if I was thinking about that, but pretty much heist gone wrong movie, small town mafia. Like that's pretty much a genre in and on itself. So I wasn't really stealing. As you can see, like here, I'm just working at this movie. I don't know, things to do, and I'm painting all over this page. As you can see, my creative power is just breaking through the mind-numbing work, and you're seeing here Klaus punch somebody, and I envisioned him running through some small town gardens while chased by a pretty shitty car. I don't know if the police is behind him, or the Italian mafia, or the Turkish mafia, but he's the guy. Pretty much, I would say, like the guy in No Country for Old Men. And as you can see, he's also a barbarian, a German barbarian. He's just born at the wrong time, and so he's pretty raw. And it's called Der Beseitiger. Ein Müllmann räumt auf. It's like a garbage man cleans up. Like maybe some vigilante revenge fantasies I had. And yeah, this page was, I don't know, I think this is what I was working on. It's it's a small town, and he's kind of, it's autumn, and he's cleaning up the streets. And late night he goes to his favorite bar. Again, pretty rough sketches. I don't know if you can recognize anything, but um, you know what I'm able or capable of right now, but these are the best sketches I can do could do back then. Like this is Klaus putting, like here he has the arm of a barbarian, he's just a skinny arm, putting his jacket somewhere and entering the bar. And as he enters the bar, he sees some dubious guys, and he sits at the bar, and you can see his ass. And he's a pretty large dude, and there is his favorite barkeeper, and it's Rosie, and this is his face, and he's kind of in love with what he sees. And he drinks beautiful pale, and of course he has a Fukuhila, very popular in Germany in the 80s and 90s, and he wipes his mouth and smacks down the bottle. And yeah, and from there we can see, like I had the idea that there is a biker that enters the room. The biker is kind of here, it's like somebody stops by, and he has a Mac 10, and he guns down the Italians in that small um, bar. And Klaus is taking a leak, taking a piss, and because he's such a force of nature, he just enters a battle with this biker and is able to defeat him. I have to search um, somewhere. There are more drawings, and as you can see, and then once he's finished, like he takes the money and he goes on the run. Of course, the police uh, wants him, the Italian mafia, the Turkish mafia, some people who want their money back. And yeah, this was let's see when this was, like these are the early sketches. I have much more sophisticated stuff, but I want to squeeze in this one because it's important to understand how big this project got. And I kind of lost my way, and then I returned to smaller sketches like this, and I started gradually building again confidence. While here I was losing it because the project just wasn't too big, and just was too big, and I couldn't see how to put it all together. And yeah, just pictures like a small town, um, idyllic mothers and babies. Then we see the garbage truck. Then we see the garbage truck from behind. We see two people standing there, a stinky garbage can. In Germany, they look a bit different. And then he grabs it, they put it on the truck puts it right there, like a movie. Like this is like the first minute of the movie, you get an introduction, and then you see these two guys, and this guy is his best friend or his work colleague, called Mustafa. And then the night comes, we see that it's autumn, that it's getting cold, probably the circumstances, the environment matches the circumstances. We get just a silhouette, white on black. You can see his frame is a big guy, and then again he enters here. And as you can see, like this looks like a pretty buff barbarian, and then people sitting there. He walking in with his swag, pretty rough sketches. And then again he sits there. As you can see, sometimes you have a concept in your mind and you go over it and you polish it and you polish it until um, until it fits or until it gets good. In the first draft, Rosie was a bit overweight, and now in this one she has somehow an undercut and looks much more slimmer. And there are guys arguing which one is the best, Van Damme or Steven Seagal. And yeah, just you get the look. He's into her. He checks out her upper body, her lower body. He kind of stays cool. Um, yeah, he's a blonde, big guy. Drinks his beer, slams it on the counter, goes and plays on how do you call this machine? Just spending his time, his evenings there, no family, no nothing. Dubious people hanging out on the bar. He takes a piss, and as you can see, the second draft is already a bit more refined. Like you see, he's he gets a drink. 3 panels, we see him play. This is like in a movie. We see the hand, we see the lights, the money, or he's playing. He's sitting there, and then he gets up. He gets up, goes to take a piss, and he walks by this person. I guess this panel should be probably swapped. And then he takes a piss, and while he's taking a piss, we see Rosie's, and then somebody with a motorbike is, yeah, in front of the bar. He zips up. He washes his hands again. Very storyboardy, very movie-esque. Then the motor guy walks into the bar, and I don't know, this one is cancelled out. We see Rosie behind the counter, and yeah, Klaus and Rosie are kind of making out. I don't know if she's gonna make it. The motor guy enters the bar. Um, we we kind of find out that Klaus is making out with her, but today she has her son, so she's a single mother. And then Klaus says, "No problem. Come on, let's go to my place." And then she says, "I don't want to wake up your mother again." So you know what I mean? Like pretty much, they are into each other, but she has a child. He lives with his old mother, so it's not all cliche or rosy and sunshine. We see the motor guy, we see the Italian guy, the mobster. He takes a look, then he wanders. Klaus sees something, and then this one would have been a cool panel because we see the motor guy. This is the front side, but we see the reflection of the motor killer as he grabs the Mac 10 and then shoots up the bar to get the money, like a shot like this. Again, pretty rough. We see the Italian guy biting the dust, a bit of gruesome action. Um, we see a lower shot, the lights. He grabs the bag. Very important to know that the guy grabs a bag. This is why they died. Then the motor guy senses something. Klaus silences his rose. And then I don't know what this panel really is, but motor guy goes towards the toilets, and this is where Klaus ducks and gives him a fist in his face. Again, you know what I'm capable right now in drawing, but this is the best storyboard I could do back in 2014, like 10 years ago. And then he, I don't know, I guess they fight, and he takes something sharp maybe, and stabs the guy. Like pretty brutal. I don't know if I would draw this today, but yeah, this is a gangster novel. And then he sees the money, he grabs his girl, and I don't know if I have definitely more written down. And then as you can see here, his designs with this nose, like a pointy nose, then this like where he's a bit fatter here with a beard, but pretty much this is what I wanted, like pretty muscular, pretty big guy. And as you can see, you don't need to draw the best comics in the world. Like, I mean, you don't have to draw like Jim Lee. Like this one I'm showing right here. If somebody draws a bit better than this, but if someone draws a comic in this style and delivers this kind of action and a cool story, where in a small idyllic German town, everything or everybody goes rampage, I would buy that. I would read that. It's like 100 bullets in German. So we'll see. if we have different designs, as you can see, I think here I was copying Julie from the Max, because like this girl is not in shape. She's kind of skinny, fat, hot, and that's totally okay because I wanted to do something with real people. Here he wears his, I don't know, jacket, and here are the designs, the Mac 10, how he enters the bar. Probably I've taken all of this inspiration from comics, movies, and so should you. Here the question is if the comic starts with something else, that he goes to work, he goes home, his older mother gives him his food, like this is his older mother, here is the food, he eats it, as you can see, very, very rough sketches, and then he hits the gym very hard before he goes to the bar, which could give him some extra some extra credibility when it comes then later to the fighting scene. And while he showers, you might see that he has some scars or something like that. Something that tells you that he might be a dangerous man. So you're already seeding some story points there. And then after this, he goes to Rosie's Milchstüble, which could be uh, Rosie's bar or something like this. And yeah, I think I end this now. And the second or the next video is then I kind of burned out, stifled out, and it was December and January. I was working nonstop on it like for a month, and already I kind of burned out because I was doing all kinds of mistake. I was not really seeing a lot of friends. I was just trying to get it done so I could kind of pick up a work again and yeah, do something with my life. But instead, um, I then, what did I do? I will tell you in the next video, and we'll check out Mr. Boink. See you.